Hello, I finally caved. I now have a Twitter. I've heard it's got quite intellectual beings on it. Hope to be intrigued.
Fuck, guys, he got Twitter!
What the frick?
Oh shit, change the
I fucking told y'all this! What the actual fuck?
The season of Pascal is soon approaching, so get ready to my annual wave with Jose Marichan. Killer, it hasn't even been Halloween yet.
Putangina mo, nightmare! Maligayong Pasko!
Whenever
The X event has started!
Congrats to Cross for winning the Tumblr AU Sexy Man for 2023. To be honest, very surprised, but not disappointed considering he's a bit newer than a lot of us.
I didn't even know I was competing!
Oh please, it's in the name, Cross, and you're a natural. Nah, like how the fuck did you not win? You've got like half the universe thirsting over your Edward Cullen ass.
Why? Are you one of them?
Don't even start.
I don't even care, man. I'm just cackling over the fact Error lost for the second time. You thought Error.
Fuck off, Ink. I literally don't care. Plus, you haven't won a single sexy man. Humble yourself.
Okay, that was low.
Hell no, Killer. I voted for Nightmare.
Nightmare! Are you serious?
Nightmare? Really? Wow. Whoa, what boss-slave bias is going on here? He is not my slave. Do not word it like that. It's inappropriate. You voted for me?
Okay, man. Look, it was either you or Horror.
That's just mean. No, but think of this in literal language. Cross thinks Nightmare's sexy.
Ink, shut your
Bitch! Killer, fucking stop posting a picture of Jose in every goddamn tweet, I swear to God!
Cross, you think I'm sexy?
Why the fuck are you so desperate to know?
Because I voted for you. All 4 rounds. Wait, what? Hashtag cross sweep for that.
What the fuck?
Memories are all that we leave behind, and I see one where you were was kind, now I face you. Who's lost but not gone, cause kid, you know this path is wrong. Standing here as the rain drowns out the sound of these tears falling down near Snowden Town, hoping my words make you come around, that this slaughter shouldn't continue. I know there's no point of us becoming friends, but talking things out may help create amends. Just so you know, I'm not going easy, you'll need my help, but it doesn't come for free, so chill like me and finally see you should leave this world you continuously pursue. Once again, it's reinforced by waterfall, a choice to make, either fighting or sparing. All I hope is the memories of a better tomorrow. Please make the right choice at the end of my turn. I can't let you reach the point of no return. Yet you continue to fight on, it's doing better, truly that tough. Every time we said is impressed, I'll give you my best. Bravery sticking out with confrontation as integrity leaves this situation. What do you even gain? I guess I'll try again. That woman asked me to protect any human child who'd exit from that door. My promise I can't ignore, so take my hand, wash away the sins. I'll forgive though it's starting to wear thin. Please just go back and have a second chance. Each time you continue to refuse, it's another battle you will lose. Why won't you even try to surrender? Take my hand, feel the sins crawl away, because I'll do whatever it takes. Since you're not alone in making mistakes, it isn't too late for your misdeeds to fade. But your actions are harsh choices you made. Hard memories will be all that's left behind, though I saw one where you were once kind. Still I face you, who seems too far gone. Do you understand this path that's wrong? Standing here as the rain keeps drowning out all our tears, falling down near Snowden Town. This is your last chance, kid, please don't advance. Am I too foolish to think you'd ever change? It pains me to believe my words would convince you. Or is it you're trying, or is it you're lying? There's one way, we know it. Turn back, kid, reset. But you just fight on, barely remorse in your eyes. There ain't a single prize for genocide. It won't matter, I've tried my best, I'll lay you to rest. It truly hurts seeing you wield that knife, knowing that you intend to take my life. I hope you understand you'll be dead no matter where you stand.
You take action against the villain in your game. But once your genocide gains traction, you will know who to blame. Lost my sanity thanks to the killing everyone I condemned, so that I'd be able to feel because I took that lethal deal. Showing no mercy towards those I see, there's no chance that you'll beat me. That forsaken day I gave up my code, so I go down this road. It tears in my mind for you're persuading to kill all of monster kind. With the love we'd obtained together, the underground's covered in dust. We are killers to heart, looking for something new to kill. We should have licensed from the start. We've been fighting for the thrill. Emotions suppressed thanks to my devotion. Wondering if this is real or it's lies from your deal. I still remember the old days where nothing had been erased. But when things were not your way, you chose to go down this path of waste. Took me in as your protege, thought I'd be some throwaway. You know there's no point in mercy, you know the deal is sealed. There's not a chance in hell I'd allow you to escape my grasp like you ever can. Bring back the guilt that once brought me to the edge. Thought this was the only way I'd be able to feel emotions down this road. Then this blood that showed, thanks to you it'll end today. Not a chance in hell I'd allow you to escape my grasp. Better off convincing me to continue what brought me to the edge. Thought this was the only way I'd be able to feel emotions down this road. So it's my turn to strip everything away. You're the reason why we are here, and continuing is unclear. We strolled down this goddamn route, so tell me, what was it all about? Is there more than holding the strings, or is genocide all you bring? All this power, but I can't defeat you. Against the villain in your game. But once your genocide gains traction, you will know who to blame. Now that we are right here, right now, your escape I won't allow. When the underground holds so few, you'll face something new. Sanity dissipating as there is not another way. This past shunned every emotion, it's still one that you had chosen. Became what I sought to destroy, then I learned that I could enjoy taking every single life I saw to the grave. You are going to make it. I'll be full control, saving what you destroyed. Now I have to take action. Thought it'd be impossible, but it's not today. Laying down to take action against the villain in your game. But when you finally realize like they were the one to blame, when the end approaches close, most would know that they'll be betrayed. But when your soul's empty like me, you'll never know this deal was sealed.
In the rain, we find ourselves a reason to trudge on, to become something better. Tell me, do you think that's come like you? Why do you blame me for raping you? Nowhere to hide, just me and you. Nowhere to hide, just meet you do. What do we have here? Another AU? This place reeks of filthy trash code. So how about I do you a favor and erase this world? Do you think I'm like you deserves to live? Would you blame me for giving it all to give? You're all the sweat and your belly coats are mine. It's about time someone called this sick crop. What the destruction they needed evil, cause someone wanted to want more me. So ruin is nigh and I'm the bearer, the starting point of error. Do you think that's come like you can change? Shuffle the numbers and try exchange your order to appear a little different from before. I'm sorry to inform, but you're still a 44. I don't care about your long-winded backstory. I've seen 1,000 ones just like it in the trash. You see, you were a dirty little creepy cool anomaly, and I'ma rip your sword out with strings fully straight. Caught in my web of destruction, the result of your mad production. Blame no makers for what you see. Now God's error is that you're still here, found walking amongst the deaf and lame, thinking that you are just the same, worth as much in this foul domain as the first to reign. How the rightful remains. Up until the fakers and make up a reality to take us on a pointless road to show us the growth. How I loathe the drama. Don't get me started on how you take the repetition and vision into completion and call it an official way to be creative. Everything you've made's a phony imitation of something that we both know we both held on too dear. Is there integrity in how you painted fear? What is it that you hid when you and I shook hands? I guess that smile's a pass to vindicate my plan. No, your breaks will fade away with the mistakes you made. The question is I will rest until each and every one of you's gone criminal in every breath that you've drawn. I hate the way that you walk and talk and ever do the vision that you mock. Why now try to hide your shame? Let the scary judge come out to play. At my best to find the childish chance done without a second thought. You'll live to die cause of the life that they run. Try not to hold it against me, but the natural order calls for guilty blood. Don't bother trying to pray or plead. The only God here with you is me. Why are you killing? Why are you fighting? What made you so scared to confide in someone who cares? Someone who will share the burdens that you've been hiding. Choose the right option, it's not too late yet. You'll shock them all with your jokes, I bet. Let somebody in, stop stopping them when they're trying to find you. Why are you killing? Why are you fighting? What made you so scared to confide in someone who cares? Someone who will share the burdens that you've been hiding. You can be different, I know I've seen it. The you that you hate, that you thought you lost is somewhere inside, so let someone find you. Why push away their feelings? Why am I killing? Why am I fighting? What made me so scared to confide in someone who cares? Someone who will share the burdens that I've been hiding. You speak so freely as if it's easy. Guess not to me for expecting less from someone like you who's lost all to lose yet still keeps your head up smiling. There's nowhere to hide now. There's nowhere to hide nonsense. So I'll do what I'm made to. I'll choose to liberate. That's good to be that way. They don't wait for the way. Hatred is low and his animosity is grown, orchestrated, his fate is down blue in the wake of mud. Symphony of string, putting seas as I sing for a requiem toward the spring. For the dawn of a new age will turn the first page. Angel makes his point stage and free you from a cage. There's no stopping me, can see the secrets that I'm the key. Don't smile, I'll keep us living, breathing for a while. Don't waste the time we take for granted, don't predicate when I hit every beat. You are godly freak out. The mama grew, and none to prove, so move like built on your soul and tap through every world now. I'm sure I'm not born of dance, so many times each step physically for alliteration, never show obliteration one by one. They did to nothing as I wanted to have fun. Don't hide, there's no anomaly I cannot find, so pay no mind. Set the infinite worlds left behind. Caught in my web of destruction, the result of your mass production. You make it for what you see now. God, terror is that you're still here, found walking amongst the tepid lanes. Thinking that you are just the same, worth as much in this foul domain. It is the first to rain, all the rains will remains. In the rain, we find ourselves a reason to trudge on, to become something better. Tell me, in the rain, did you find your own reason to trudge on? You dirty hacker.
Why am I referred to as Blueberry? Intriguing. I did not know the internet pictured me as a vegetable. Why do I have a golden tooth? I got into a fight with my boss, that's all. Huh? Can you have it? What the— No! Universe I'm from? Oh, I'm from the Epic Universe. Do I ever smile? I can try to smile. Oh god, I'm so hard right now. My McDonald's order. I'd usually get a Big Mac, 2 McChickens, 10-piece nuggets, and 2 McChickens. The 10 pieces for the party. My favorite part of space, huh? Well, there frankly isn't much out there besides a lot of space dust. Hey, what's with that look? Ever lost my sanity yet? Huh. Who knows? I've had plenty of time to repress myself waiting in the quiet halls. Until the end of time. And then I thought to myself, maybe sitting idle won't do me any good.
What the hell, man? You didn't even yelp. Did that not hurt? I need food. Sometimes I forget you could actually kill me. I'm surprised he hasn't yet.
Classic Sans is the Sans we all know and love from the regular Undertale. If it wasn't for this guy, there wouldn't be any other Sans AUs. He possesses bone attacks, gastroblasters, telekinesis, and of course... Anyway, you all know this guy. He is probably the most popular Undertale character, so let's move on to other ones. Fell Sans, or Red, is a Sans AU from the universe Underfell. I'm pretty sure he's one of the first AUs ever made for Undertale, and unlike Sans, he dons black and red clothing and a glowing red eye. Due to the nature of the Underfell universe, this Sans is a lot darker and edgier, and he's more intent on killing the player. His attacks are all similar to regular Sans, except all his attacks are red. Now, just a quick disclaimer before we keep going. The information given on these AUs are a little shaky, since all these characters are fan-made, and different websites have different information about them, so just comment down below if I missed any important information about these characters. Anyways, let's just keep going. Oh, and before I forget, Fell Sans was created by a Tumblr user named Vic the Underfella. I'm gonna start crediting the people who made these AUs starting now, because I just feel like that's respectful. So, anyways. Swap Sans is a Sans variant from the universe Underswap. In this universe, Sans' personality from the original is swapped with Papyrus's, and vice versa. It was created by Tumblr user Popcorn Prince, and is basically a lot cheerier and friendlier than the Sans we all know and love. He's seemingly a lot weaker than regular Sans, and instead of puns, he enjoys riddles. Back in the day, I did have a cousin who was obsessed with this guy, and if you're watching, you know who you are. Jin Sans is from the AU Hadarubi Tale, I'm sorry if I butchered that, created by Tumblr user Dreamer Skella Memer. This Sans has flowers on his jacket, a cross for some reason, a crack in his skull, and Papyrus' scarf. He also seems to occasionally don some kind of mask. Despite his appearance changing, his powers and personality are pretty much the same as regular Sans. Deltarune Sans is, well, just basically the Deltarune version of regular Sans. Nothing seems to really change about Sans. His personality and appearance is the same. The only difference is he's living on the surface and his brother hasn't been shown yet. We might see more of him later down the line in Deltarune since the game only has 2 chapters, but for now, he's basically the same guy. Pirate Sans is from the AU Ocean Tale, created by Fort, or Forte, I'm not sure. This Sans dons a pirate outfit and 2 peg legs. I'm not really sure if his powers are all that different. I do know his Gaster Blasters do look different though, so there's that. He also, for some reason, has a cracked skull. Undersource Sans is obviously from the Undersource universe, created by Tumblr user Slylock Sill. In this universe, Sans' sweater and glowing eye are both purple instead of blue. I'm not really sure why so many AUs have Sans with a cracked face, but whatever. Sans in this universe lives outside of the timeline, as Kara achieved infinite power. I'm not really sure how strong this one is. I assume he's really powerful, but I couldn't find any information on what he can do. And all the fan art I've seen, he does seem to have some strings, but I'm not really sure if that's his power or not. I couldn't find anything talking about it. Pestilence Sans is another version of Sans created by Tumblr user Hoshi Tsubasa. Now I couldn't for the life of me find out which AU Pestilence Sans is from, so if you know, just leave a comment down below please. Anyways, this Sans is like a parasite, and he feeds off of the magic of other characters. He has black bones, and there's caution tape wrapped all around him. Although he has the regular abilities that Sans does, he also has a couple new ones. All his new abilities seem to stem from disease, as he can infect someone's mind, he can change liquid to poison, and he can infect anyone around him with any type of disease. What I do find most interesting about this AU is that he has some pretty interesting weaknesses. He requires a constant source of magic to survive, and without a host he can suck the magic out of, he will die. Inferno Sans is from the Brimstone Tale universe, and is another AU created by Hoshi Tsubasa. He dons a black and gold jacket, fingerless gloves, and a red undershirt. He has the same powers as classic Sans, but he also has the ability to produce fire. He and his AU were both destroyed due to Pestilence draining the universe of all its magic. Zoo Sans is the Sans of the Underzoo alternate universe, and is once again created by Hoshi Tsubasa. His outfit is widely different from the original Sans, wearing a zookeeper's uniform and a hat. He works as a zookeeper at an underground wildlife rehabilitation center, and his weapons include a butterfly net and the ability to talk to animals. Other than that, he has the same abilities as regular Sans. He is the current host of Pestilence Sans. Ink Sans is an alternate version of Sans from an unknown universe. He was created by Tumblr users Kamyet and Maibai. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing that. His outfit is incredibly different from the original Sans's, donning a giant paintbrush, a brown cloak, and a bandolier full of paint. He is one of the most powerful Sans variants and is considered the guardian of the Undertale multiverse. Aftertale Sans, or Geno, is the Sans variant from the Aftertale AU. This AU was created by Tumblr user Lover of Piggies and might be the most confusing one. Geno Sans wears a white sweatshirt and a white undershirt with a giant red slash in his chest. He also wears Papyrus' scarf, and the Lost Soul effect from the Undertale True Ending seems to be covering one of his eyes. In an attempt to take control of the timeline, Aftertale Sans decided to inject himself with determination. Instead, he got stuck in the save screen. He now has the ability to restore the memories of those who forget during resets. Now, if you're thinking this isn't that confusing, it's the next part which kinda confuses me. Error Sans is another alternate version of Sans created by Tumblr user Lover of Piggies. He's the future version of Aftertale Sans and is hell-bent on destroying all the other AUs. He has black bones and wears a black and blue sweatshirt. He also has blue markings from his eyes to his mouth. They seem to resemble tears, but I'm not really sure. He has the same abilities as Sans, but he also has blue strings which he can use to control other people's bodies. These strings can also shatter people's souls. He also has the ability to jump through different alternate universes. Although he is strong, he suffers from haphophobia, or the fear of being physically touched. Fatal Error is an alternate Sans created by Zedramon. He's an alternate version of Geno Sans who was attacked by Error Sans. But due to Geno Sans not being able to die, he just became an error. For the most part, his physical form hasn't changed that much, besides from his eyes becoming red and blue. He also has a large glitching effect around his body. He also has a lot of abilities. He can summon red strings that feel like burning hot metal bars when touched. He can see the codes of other universes, and he has all the other abilities that regular Sans has. Delta Sans is a Sans variant from the Ultra Tail universe, created by YouTuber Animated Zorox. He has a white sweater, black trousers, black shoes, and orange gloves. He also has strange black markings coming from his eyes all the way down to his chin. This Sans had to absorb the Bravery Soul, or the orange one, in order to defeat a being known as Omega Kara. After defeating Omega Kara, he decided to go out and defend other universes. All his attacks are infused with the power of the Bravery Soul, and he's able to jump to alternate universes. Yeah, for this one I have no idea what the hell this is about. If anyone could explain it to me in the comments, that would be nice, but it's something to do with the Godverse. It's really confusing. I'll just put the link in the description of the article so you can read it yourself. From what I could gather, this Sansa skeleton, in quotes, is some super godlike being that's power is out of universe. I mean, he wears a purple jacket and has a red X on his chest. That's all I can really say. And according to the wiki, he does have very good hand-to-hand combat skills. Please, seriously, someone needs to tell me what the heck's going on, because I have no idea what to say. Fresh is an alternate universe Sans from the Underfresh AU. He was created by Tumblr user Lover of Piggies, and although looking like Sans, is actually a parasitic monster that requires the souls of others to survive. Fresh wears extremely bright and colorful clothing with a backwards red hat and shades that spell the word YOLO. He has a lot of weird powers like explosive Furbies and a wiffle bat, but I think his weirdest power is that he can censor any swear word. Oh, and not be erased from existence, but whatever. Although he isn't technically Sans, I'm still gonna add him because he's a very popular character in the Undertale fandom. Killer Sans is an alternate version of Sans from an unknown AU. He was created by Tumblr user Rahaf Wabas, and I am so sorry if I mispronounced that. His outfit's just a darker version of the original Sans's, and he's got a strange red object on his chest. In this universe, he decided to aid the player in their genocide run, and ended up getting a lot stronger because of it. Unlike the original Sans, this Sans doesn't actually have any gaster blasters, and instead attacks with sharp bones and a knife. Color Sans is an alternate version of Sans created in an unknown AU. He was created by YouTuber Super Yonma. He looks like regular Sans, except for the fact that there's rainbow fire coming out of his chest and half his face. In this universe, Sans fought the human on their genocide run, and before being killed, he decided to absorb the human souls in order to defeat the human. He then used the power of the human souls to try and reset the universe. This didn't work, however, and he ended up being trapped in a void. He has a lot stronger attacks than the regular Sans, and he has a rainbow gaster blaster hand, which is pretty cool. Nightmare Sans, or just Nightmare, is an alternate version of Sans from the Dreamtale AU. He was created by Tumblr user JokuBlog. He wears a purple outfit and a yellow crown. He also possesses the special ability of bringing out negative energy in other people, causing those around him to be filled with hatred and despair. He also has a brother, who we're gonna get into next. Dream Sans, or Dream, is also created by Tumblr user JokuBlog. His outfit is very similar to Nightmare Sans's, except for the fact that his colors are a lot brighter. All of his abilities involve positive emotions and empathy, and I'm pretty sure he wields a bow and arrow. Corrupted Nightmare is another Sans variant created once again by Joku, and is the evil and corrupted version of Nightmare Sans. Only an outline of Sans is shown in his appearance. The rest of him is just all black and gooey, with tentacles sprouting out of his back. He was once a human who was power hungry, and ended up taking over and corrupting Nightmare Sans. He has the ability to control large black tendrils, and the ability to shapeshift. Murder Sans is an alternate version of Sans from the Dusttale universe. It was created by Tumblr user AskDusttale and is responsible for the slaughter of the monster population in the underground. He's very similar to regular Sans, except for the fact that he has a hood up. In order to try and stop the human from completing another genocide run, Sans took it upon himself to kill all the monsters in the underground in order to gain the levels to defeat the human. The sheer concept of this alternate universe makes it one of my favorites. Six Bones is an alternate version of Sans that became an amalgamate with his brother Papyrus. They were made by an AU creator named Zarla. Their appearance is quite disturbing, as it's just Sans and Papyrus horrifically stitched together, which is really creepy to look at. Although they have all of Sans' abilities, due to them being combined together, it's hard for them to control these powers, and it mostly just hurts them when they try to use it. Horror Sans is an alternate version of Sans from the Horror Tale AU created by DeviantArt user Sour Apple Studios. This Sans has a cracked skull and blood staining his shirt. He also got his eye removed from Queen Undine. He has a lot of powers that the original Sans doesn't have, like insane physical strength and a giant thigh bone he uses as like an axe. In a lot of fan works too, he is seemingly nigh invincible. Slash Sans is an alternate version of Sans from the AU Neon Tail, created by Twitter user Production Roxy. Slash Sans has an orange jacket, orange bandana, an orange shirt, blue pants, and one pupil has a star, and the other pupil has a heart. Slash Sans wields a golden sword and has a lot of strange abilities the original Sans doesn't have. He can summon phoenixes, create unbreakable shields, and has some sort of electricity manipulation. Although he seems really powerful, he is afraid of spiders. Reaper Sans, or Death Sans, is an alternate version of Sans from the AU Reaper Tail. He was created by someone named Ren, but I don't have any social links on the Wikipedia page I'm looking at. He looks identical to Sans except for the fact that he wears a Grim Reaper looking outfit and wields a scythe. He has many powerful abilities like omnipresence, death manipulation, immortality, and darkness manipulation. He also has a coffee addiction, which is very relatable. Weakest Sans is an alternate version of Sans created by Dusty the Goat. This Weakest Sans has cyan pupils with tears streaming down his face, a purple jacket, black shorts, and the head of Papyrus, which is all cracked. Nothing's really known about the power of the Weakest Sans, except presumably he's the weakest character ever. But he does talk to the severed head of his brother, so at least he has another gimmick besides just being weak. Shattered Dream is an alternate version of Sans created by Tumblr user Zoo is Here, and it takes place in Dreamtale. Much like Corrupted Nightmare, Shattered Dream is basically just an outline of Sans, while the rest of it is just corrupted goop and black tendrils in their back. They also seemingly possess the same power set as Corrupted Nightmare.